This is the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief, keeping you informed about the happenings in Annapolis and the area. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and of course, local weather. The Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Tuesday, October 29th, 2019. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. The big news yesterday was that Jarrod Ramos changed his plea in the Capital-Gazette murder trial to guilty. He pled guilty to all 23 charges, and now the case will proceed against him to determine whether he was criminally responsible or not, which essentially is the insanity plea. Many attorneys feel that not criminally responsible pleading is a very difficult one to prove, and likely the defense attorneys will have a little bit more of a difficult time than normal because in a hearing last week, Judge Ripken had said that the state's report came back saying that Ramos was actually sane. So it will be up to the defense attorneys to convince a jury, which Ramos has already elected to have, that he is not criminally responsible. The Maryland Department of Transportation and the State Highway Administration is beginning a project to help out some safety up in Pasadena at one key intersection. This is happening at Long Hill Road and Mountain Road. And to let us know the details, we have SHA's Charlie Gishler here.
Yeah, some big improvements coming to Pasadena area along Mountain Road, Maryland 177 at Long Hill Road. This week, crews began realigning Long Hill Road, which is Maryland 915A, at Mountain Road, at the Mountain Road intersection. This is going to make it easier for Long Hill Road motorists to safely merge onto Maryland 177. It's about a $1.1 million project, and it should be open to traffic by next spring, 2020. Currently, traffic volumes make it difficult for motorists traveling north onto Long Hill Road to merge onto Maryland 177. Crews will remove the northbound Long Hill Road travel lane and shift it further east. Now, the new location allows left and right-hand turns from Long Hill Road to Maryland 177 instead of a single lane. The off-ramp movement from eastbound Mountain Road onto southbound Long Hill Road, that will remain in place. Left-turning traffic from westbound Mountain Road will use a spur movement to merge onto southbound Long Hill Road, and it'll serve as a one-way traffic movement, then return to two-way operations just south of the connection.
Maryland's Governor Larry Hogan ordered a special election to fill the seat of Representative Elijah Cummings, who passed away on October 17th. The primary election will be February 4th, 2020, and the general election will be on April 28th of 2020. The deadline to file any papers is November 20th, so if you want to get in on that race, and I will point out that in order to be a congressman, you do not need to live in the district that you represent, so anybody could run for that one. You've got to get your papers in by November 20th. Speaking of elections, T.J. Smith, who used to be here in Anne Arundel County as the spokesperson for the police department, moved up to Baltimore City and most recently was the communications director for Baltimore County Executive Johnny Olszewski, has announced a press conference a little bit later on this morning at 11 o'clock on Argyle Avenue in Baltimore. He has an announcement to make, and while it's no big secret that he's going to be running for office, with the death of Elijah Cummings, we're not sure whether it might be for mayor or for congressman. Several months ago, President Trump said that Baltimore was a rat-infested city. Well, good news, it's getting a little bit better. Orkin, the pest company, released its top 50 rattiest cities list yesterday. Baltimore ranks number 12th, which is down 3 spots. They used to be number 9, so Baltimore is getting less rat-infested as we speak. However, 2 of President Trump's homes, New York and Washington, D.C., remain unchanged at 3 and 4, respectively. BG&E customers can breathe a little bit of a sigh of relief because the proposed rate hike that they wanted has been reduced by 47%, and that's part of a settlement from a bunch of companies that opposed a $149 million rate hike. The settlement is now going to allow BG&E to get a $79 million rate hike, and that does need to be approved by the Maryland Public Service Commission. So that's some good news for your wallet. Hey, and thank you to everybody that took the time to send an email or a tweet or a text about the addition of Ann Alsina and the Money Monday report. Everybody seems to really like it. The only thing they don't like about it is that crazy disclaimer at the very end, and we'll see what we can do to work on that. But, laws. Go figure. And finally, once again, it is Ticket Tuesday, and we have tickets for 2 in the great seats at Ram's Head on stage for the November 4th show of Los Straitjackets. These guys are a lot of fun. Doors open at 7. Show is at 8 o'clock. And again, this is on Monday, November 4th. Too lazy to make it too complicated today, so we'll make it nice and simple. Just send an email over to info@eyeonannapolis.net. Just profess your desire to have some tickets, and I will pick a random winner at 6 o'clock tonight. All right, that is about it for the top news today. Please make sure you're checking out eyeonannapolis.net throughout the day because we do update it throughout the day. If you are somewhere where you can give us a rating or a review, please do that. Let your friends and family know about us, and hang tight because we've got George Young with your local DMV weather forecast. He's coming up in just 1 minute.
When a ring from the United States Naval Academy comes into Zachary's for a center stone, it always makes us wonder, where's this one going? Where's this one been? A nuclear sub in the North Atlantic? A carrier deck in the South Pacific? The moon? 52 astronauts are Academy graduates, from Iwo Jima to Okinawa, Corregidor to the Coral Sea, Midway to the Persian Gulf, Congress to the White House. These rings go where America goes. 73 that went to war were awarded the Medal of Honor. But wherever they go, wherever they may serve, our admiration goes with them.
Zachary's. Online at zacharysjewelers.com. More than a jewelry store, a jeweler.
Going out? You need the most up-to-date local weather. Here's George Young from DMV Weather in Annapolis with today's forecast.
Hey everyone, this is George with DMV Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Tuesday, October 29th. Another fairly nice late October day on tap today for the Annapolis region, despite plenty of clouds moving into the area, with high temps again in the 65 to 72 degree range. More of the same tomorrow with a fairly decent chance of some late PM rain showers, and that threat of rain will stick around into Friday, meaning it could potentially be wet and even a bit windy on Thursday evening for Halloween trick-or-treaters, though it's not a total given yet that Thursday evening's festivities will be rainy, as it will very much come down to real-time tracking and seeing what the radar looks like Thursday afternoon as low pressure and a cold front approach from the west-southwest. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DMV Weather. Make it a great day out there, and be sure to get our free app on all of your devices by searching for DCMDVA Weather in the Apple or Google App Stores, and also follow us on Facebook and Twitter and on our website at dmvweather.com, so you can always stay weather informed.
Have you ever been to the Annapolis Mall when it opens for the day? Maybe you've noticed the line of folks waiting to get into the Apple Store. As you may know, I'm a Mac user, and today's episode of the Daily News Brief, in fact, all of the episodes of the Daily News Brief have been produced right here on my Mac computer. What you might not know about is MacMedics. They were founded here in Annapolis in 1989, and they are an Apple-authorized premium service provider, the only one in the Baltimore, Annapolis, D.C. area. And what that means to you is that they repair all Apple devices, including the iPhone screens and batteries, all without an appointment. And most repairs are done the same day, usually within 2 hours. They also sell everything except the iPhone and the watch for the same price as Apple. I don't know why you would go anywhere else. Give them a call at 410-757-MACS, or if you're not into the whole letter thing, 410-757-6227. Stop by their retail store in Severna Park on Benfield Road, or their service center in Lanham, right off of Route 50. Or you can always check them out online at macmedics.com. I'll tell you, they've saved me quite a few times, and I know they can save you.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis. And also tell them about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. This podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 7 a.m., keeping you informed with the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. And take a moment to listen to our other podcast, The Maryland Crabs, released every Thursday at noon.